Okay, so I started recording a little bit late here, but we've got a game tonight on Rhombur. The reason I picked Rhombur is because there's some really good text in the opening row that I'd like to have access to. Um, in particular, Treachery is really good with hollow projectors. So is Water Peddler, although I have no expectation that I will get Water Peddler. Um, we're against an Armand who is likely going to grab that. The next thing I'm thinking about is how good landing rights is. We have two cards in our draw pile that don't provide persuasion. I might like to get this treachery as soon as possible. So smuggling... Oh, okay, hold on. I was going to say smuggling's available, so I will take it. Definitely take it as Rhombur. Lightning rights in the row, definitely take it. I don't care about this combat. It's good for Tessia because Tessia likes to rush out games, but I don't care about it. Third position, I don't think I've had a win in quite a while. It makes me look... Okay, this guy can't decide what he wants to do. He's going to run into his timer. Okay, so are we smuggling then? Is that what's going on? Is still suits your final answer. Okay. Let's grab a negotiator. Advance. We got smuggling, which means now, next round, if Tessia doesn't go smuggling, we can go cash out, get our double smuggling. That won't get us a Swordmaster, because we'll be missing that one extra Solari that you need for that play on a non-Solari generating leader, but that's okay. But yeah, these are definitely a priority for me, and it doesn't seem like they are for the other players. I might prioritize getting third place for this, actually. Tech negotiation's gone. That's unfortunate. I can reconnaissance if I... Well, no, it doesn't really do it either. Yeah, this is going to be rough. Looks like Kaz didn't draw his ring. Or if he... Well, no, he might have. He's just wealth mentating by the looks of it. That's a shame. We really wanted to get to 4 persuasion this round. That's a really important cutoff. I think Arakeen is still the play. Because there is a chance that it gets us to 4, even though it's probably not what's going to happen. We have triple yellow, too. So, we're not going to be able to smuggle next round unless we draw a card. Probably going to end up getting a liaison if I don't get that 2 persuasion. Paul doesn't commit to combat. Armand might. Ring up. So down from an up guild. No surprises there. Draw our diplomacy. Okay, so we end on 3. Kind of awkward. We'll see what ends up getting revealed. We definitely want to deploy to this. In fact, this might be a deploy 3 situation. Normally I prefer resources, but if you can get it, you should. That being said, Armand, if he wants to beat us in this combat, is going to have to play to Hardy Warriors, and that's going to cost him his trash. Paul gets firm grip. Okay, I would be very happy with that. We have the possibility of getting Water Peddler as well, so our fail case is not awful. Like, Water Peddler Liaison's pretty good. Especially with text that directly incentivize unloading. Landing rights for you, probably. Probably like landing rights Water Peddler. Yeah, that sucks. It's okay, we still got a Truthsayer. It's a card I'm always happy to have. It does lower our odds of drawing yellow next round, but whatever. The odds of that were, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. Armand reveals for 5. Doesn't really contest the combat. I'm guessing he's going to get the Guild Ambassador. I don't feel bad about getting a point run one. I just hate to do that sometimes because I like to use my early troops for economic advantages. But a point's a point. You only need 9 of them to win this game, so it is what it is. We could even make this a no Swordmaster game and try to blitz out the game combats and stuff, but that's not usually what I like to do. I think that's a really big mistake from Armand. Like, that card is not good. Not until the last couple of rounds. We did draw the yellow. So we'll cash out. We're not going to get the Swordmaster, though. So maybe it's better to chip up. There's an alternative universe where we go to Haga Basin and grab a tech. But doing that doesn't get us to 6. We could also selectively breed. I think this is just a better play. Like, I think this is just a smarter overall play. Because we can dagger to Mentat if we want to. And still try and get the persuasion. Haga Basin's gone. I do wonder if either of these get those techs. I mean, we only need one of them, really. Both would kind of be a pipe dream. We could Hardy Warriors and just try to win again. And then having access to Carthag would give us some Solari drip. Dagger to tech negotiation prevents them from buying one of the techs. It doesn't give us one of the techs, but the negotiator's good, and we can use a signet ring later to get it. I think playing your faction access is still the better overall idea. Especially given that this is going to be a big thing next round. We know Tessie is not in the combat for sure, so we can put a troop in and for sure get a spice. And depending on what Armand does, maybe we also get an intrigue card. Okay, he's Wealth Mentat twice in a row now, so he really likes that line of play. Which makes sense. He's already trashed a dagger out, so good for him. He does run the risk of denying himself his Swordmaster. 2 cards in hand. I don't think Tessie is going to get anything useful here. Yeah, nothing at all, actually. So would we rather have the Gunthofter or the Guild Ambassador? I think the Guild Ambassador is better. Especially since our garrison is empty. I don't particularly want someone else getting this. Like Tessia having that card would be a real problem. Okay, so yes, we end up getting third place, which is fine. I'm happy with that. Signet Ring to Great Flat is a lot of spice and a tech buy. Still, we're better off smuggling, but it's interesting. Thought experiment. We'll get our first we'll get the first sword master of the game. Actually, I say that we're one Solari away from that. We should still end up getting it, but like if Tessia goes Interstellar, then we still get it by her cashing out. Okay, so did we lose the treachery? No, he got Gunthopter. 3, you got to get the Shifting Allegiances, right? Yeah. So we need to be aware that he has that. I always feel weird going for those first round points, but if you can do it for 3 troops, I think it's a good investment. Machinations comes up. Signet Ring does not buy us a tech, I don't think. Just gives us the spice to do it, but doesn't actually give it to us. Oh, we do get it. Because smuggling provides a Solari. I keep forgetting. Does that change which card we play? I don't think it does. We can Trusayer, toss the dagger, draw the reconnaissance. Armand is going to buy a tech, but which one? Tremerky, that's interesting. Holtzman. Okay. I don't think this is a Holtzman game. But interesting idea, for sure. Doesn't play either of the cards, so possible those are plot cards, or those are combat cards, I mean. Paul finesses up to steal the Interstellar. Oh, that's clever. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, that's bad for Tessia. So Tessia probably goes to the Great Flat then, I'm guessing. I mean, getting 5 spice is not a bad fail state. Yeah. We already have diplomacy, so we don't need to save the Truthsayer to go to a faction. Can't Mentat, but do we want the dagger? I think we actually maybe want the dagger for tech negotiation. So discard the Dune instead. Which we definitely won't use. We've had some persuasion problems this game, to be sure. Tessia goes Holtzman, maybe? No, she wants the combat. We'll have 4 to buy with here. We can't actually use a disposal facility yet. The treachery hasn't been taken. We could use the hollow projectors immediately, but I don't think we want to. So maybe we do take the disposal facility. Interesting. Okay, she found a way to get her money's worth out of that. I could go to Carthage and put 2 troops in and go ahead of those guys, but I don't know how necessary that is. I think I'd rather just grab my tech. I do really like the hollow projectors. It's just that I can't get the persuasion. Well, Tessie is still always strong. Diplomacy to fold space. What's the value of that? Well, it lets us... gives us closer to the guild ambassador. The disposal facility, I think... or... well, Hawkers are just so good, though. Let's just get the trash. Trash the dagger to make it more likely that we can use the disposal facility. Yeah. There goes treachery, which is fine. You know, if you don't get it by round 3, you can't really... oh, okay. If you don't get it by round 3, you can't really complain that you didn't get it. Probably liaison. We want more persuasion. Death Commando is not awful. Yeah, liaison for sure. Unfortunately, despite the fact that we have a disposal facility, our deck isn't actually that impressive. The Truthsayer is good. And the Guild Ambassador could be good, but nothing crazy going on here. We can research station next round, but we're going to be revealing last, so I still don't love that. I don't know that it's worth an early reveal. I think our priority is Dreadnought now. Guild Ambassador. That gets us our hollow projectors if we can get the Solari. Big troop advantage on this combat. Six persuasion in hand. Armand smuggling takes a big old spice blow. Probably shouldn't say it like that. Interstellar for Paul. Ouch. He takes Holtzman. I'm assuming he takes Holtzman. Yeah. Troop transports would actually have been pretty good for him. Spy satellites we have to think about. Spy satellites we could get with a Guild Ambassador to tech negotiation. That allows us to focus on the guild specifically, which I kind of like. I kind of like that. We also have our signet ring. I just don't have the Solari to get to Dreadnought, which is what I really want to do. There's nowhere on the board I can go to get it either. I think Hollow Projectors is still better to get than Spy Satellites for now. Get Mentat. That takes us farther away from these, which are important objectives for us. So I think we'd go here. We grab the Spice. We grab the Hollow Projectors. End turn. Hollow Projectors actually turns on Disposal Facility, so using those to get two together will be good. There's actually an argument for early reveal, because now that we have Hollow Projectors, we have two different ways of cycling this treachery. If we can get it. And Tessia has 5 cards in hand, so I do hate not deploying to this combat. I also hate not playing my Signet Ring. Armand jumps up on Guild. So we're the only person that doesn't have interstellar access now. Which is fine. I'm not upset playing from that position by any means. Paul to Wealth. Who do you go up with, Paul? Guild. Okay. He takes himself off of Swordmaster money for that, too. I don't think he'll have the Persuasion, so I think what we do here... Signet Ring... Arakeen? Maybe Carthag's better, but I don't want to pay Armand. Right or wrong, I don't want to. And we store a Negotiator for more technologies. Paul can't deploy, so we'll put 2 in. We also have a dagger in hand. So it's really just us or Tessia. Unless he has the, what's that card called? The Gunthopter. She goes Carthag. That's not a surprise. But it does mean that she probably goes ahead of us here. Now I think is when we early reveal, right? Because we got to play 2 of our agents, and the card's still available. Whereas otherwise, we're going to let 2 of these guys reveal, and that risks our entire strategy. Man, Tessia is such a crazy leader. Puts 3 troops in, no surprises there. As much as I would... Oh, what are you buying? Wind traps, interesting. I guess he's confident that he's going to win the combat, so... Detonation devices. Okay. So let's drop the Dune. We have Diplomacy. Truesayer could take us to Hardy Warriors. Deny Tessia a water. Sorry, Diplomacy would do that, not Truesayer. We could also just take a Fold Space. She has 4 cards in hand, though. One of them's not a dagger. What did he buy with his... I don't think he bought anything last round. He bought a Death Commando and a Liaison. So he very much could have the troops here. I think the smart play is the early reveal. Disposal facility. Don't actually want to trash these cards. I'll get rid of the convincing. Not great, but we added a liaison to our deck, so just think of it as replacing that with a liaison. If Tessia doesn't end up having 6 persuasion, I'm going to feel pretty stupid, but you kind of have to prevent that, right? That and this Protectiva might be a big mistake too, but we already have a BG card. Spy Satellite's still out there, as is Detonation Devices. Herman's trashed 3 cards now. Okay, well, yeah, we could have gone to Hardy Warriors. I might regret that. Reverend Mother. Really good, actually, if we can get to that. Maybe I was playing too timid there. Still, he revealed 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. I guess if I had tracked that he had the Water Peddler, I probably would have been more confident. He also has a Landing Rights, which is double persuasion. This helps us with the Guild Ambassador, and it also helps us with Spy Satellites. So I think we definitely want the Spy Satellites now. Didn't draw any of our good cards. At all, really. I think Guild Ambassador's good enough. Paul is the only person that could hypothetically take that Spy Satellites away from us. So maybe we go to Research Station. Could also just smuggle, and that gives us the Solari we need for Dreadnought. Tiebreaker's pretty crap. The advantage of tech negotiation is it adds a persuasion. So much water. Well, that was a mistake. Okay. He's got 6 water, so maybe we go to... I think we want Reverend Mother enough to go to Research Station here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, didn't draw the Truthsayer. But if we get Reverend Mother, we get extra persuasion, we get the ability to turn the mission area on later, and we get more persuasion for our disposal facility. Paul gets Swordmaster. I think it's good that Ikaz does not have his Swordmaster within the first 5 rounds, because he's a hero. He's a leader that really wants that. So makes him weaker. Even though if you look at the score, we're pretty far behind. Spy Satellites can fix that pretty quickly. Still, you know, Tessia is Tessia. It doesn't take much for her to run away with the game. He lost most of his outlets for water, but he's still going to end up... He's on the threshold of 2 alliances. No dice on the Dreadnoughts. Could actually go Mentat and have a 1 in 3 chance of drawing our Truthsayer. I think I like that. No dice. Let's just go ahead and take it. Gotta take it sometime. We could Treachery Fold Space and then get a Dreadnought? Maybe? But if we do that, we don't have the spice for it. This is a really good agent box. We definitely don't want Tessia winning this combat, so I support Paul wholeheartedly. But Tessia has a lot of daggers. And she moves after him. What's her tech? Wind traps? Yikes. At this point, she has essentially unlimited water. Ouch. Well, she's winning the combat. I don't think I have to worry about Reverend Mother getting stolen. But we should go ahead and take our spy satellites. I guess I could Treachery... Yeah, Treachery Dreadnought's just so awkward because, again, we just don't have the spice because we took the guild bump, which we probably shouldn't have. This card's a lot worse when, you know, there's a player out there with Shimarki. But, to be fair, if we end up ahead of him, it doesn't matter. Interesting. He can ring that away, so we shouldn't read too much into that. Okay, so no one can contest us on board actions now. So we don't have to get the that immediately. So I think Treachery to Fold Space just makes sense. The only problem is we throw it away if we do that, and then our whole like Hollow Projectors thing is kind of gone. We don't need the Persuasion right now. There's not another way for us to get Solari. We could... We could just take Spy Satellites with Liaison. And then just grab Spice from Basin. Since the Treachery plate doesn't even get me... the Dreadnought this round, I don't even know if I see the point of it. Oh, somebody... Oh, shoot. Somebody took the Spy Satellites. Did Armand take the Spy Satellite? Oh, my God. Well... Okay, so I guess we're going to change course. So we go here. Man, we didn't get to discard that even once. We're going to do the Dreadnought play. But this time, we're going to get detonation devices instead. Man, that sucks. Okay, well, the silver lining here is that we're more likely to draw into the Mission Area combos because we have a smaller deck, because we trashed that card. We're going to move ahead of Paul, so I think we should be able to get that alliance. Man, he doesn't have enough. He takes the Protectiva Web of Power. Oh, man. Good time to be Paul. We'll get Reverend Mother. Very happy with that. Dreadnought? And we'll get Rhombur's favorite tech. The next tech that comes out is invasion ships. Also a favorite of Rhombur. We'll take Reverend Mother. Use our disposal facility. Trash a Dune. I think Tessie is just going to win this game. I don't. Yeah, I just don't. I don't see how she doesn't. To be honest, I think I messed up in the mid game when I didn't fight her harder on that combat, and she's just snowballing from there. That Imperial Basin's looking pretty juicy. But we have Reverend Mother combo. That much is clear. Sucky thing is that we don't have spy satellites, which is pretty essential for our game. I think I always wait too long on that card. Okay. Cannot let Tessia have that. Unfortunately, nobody can stop her. She got really lucky on that flip. Well, not nobody. Paul can stop her, but he's probably not going to. Ugh. That sucks. That sucks, dude. Yeah, like he's gonna go smuggling and she's gonna get it. There's no way she doesn't, right? She doesn't. Okay. I got lucky. So, discard Dagger, Trusayer, grab Mimicorders. Fremen, I need a point. We're gonna play Reverend Mother last action, so we don't need our Signet Ring. No Protectiva combo. Please take the Alliance from Tessia. Whew. I was getting worried for a second there. Armand's in a good position. He's got 2 points from spy satellites already. But honestly, if we lose to him, then well played. I don't. I'm not too worried about that. So is wealth or secrets better here? Wealth gives us another Dreadnought next round. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We don't have the choice. 5/5/5. I've never seen that before. He played his card wrong. Maybe he's not that great of a player. Let's see if we can cost him a Spice Must Flow. Might have been better to reveal this because we have the Guild Ambassador. I think here, put in a Dreadnought would have been a smarter play. Too late now, though. It won't let me reverse it. And faction bumps are important, so we're not going to look back. Okay. This would get us opulence and also disposal facility, but I think the disposal facility is bugged where it doesn't work with charisma. And also opulence mostly just generates Solari, because I don't think we're going to be able to get enough Solari to use the bottom half, so yeah, I don't know that we use that. I think we save that for a Spice Must Flow. Problem we're going to run into next round is not having enough spice to use the Ambassador. Okay, so he finds a way to save his Spice Must Flow. Probably. Gunthopter, probably. Desert Ambush is good if we can get the invasion ships, but I don't think that's very likely. Also doesn't work with invasion ships because it doesn't buy tech. Doesn't work with our Signet Ring synergy. It's weird that it doesn't let us play... Oh, it does. Well, I don't know that I wanted to do that. Whatever. Too late. Opulence. We can have other people scoring points, so no problem. Take out Dune. And we trashed 4 cards already, so we're starting to get pretty strong. Man, I wish I had gone into this combat. I need the water pretty bad. 4 cards in the High Council seat. Tessie is still going to get that Spice Must Flow. Oh, dude. This is the card. This is the absolute card. Too bad Tessie's going to take it. Oh, no. She's getting Spice Must Flow. Okay. Well, it might be too late. I think she's going to win the game next round, but if somehow she doesn't, that card will be really good. Oh, that's so painful, dude. No, dude, you don't unfriend it. Oh, you have spy satellites. You don't care. Okay, that doesn't hurt you at all. Spy satellites with allegiances is kind of cool. Sucks that we got no water, though. Grand Vision means the game might not end this round, but probably still does. Didn't draw our good cards, so... Hollow Projector's off the dagger. Still don't have good cards. Better. Is it better to play Reverend Mother or Missionary? I think Missionary first is better. Because a Visit to Secrets will really hurt Tessia, potentially. Like, if we want the game to go longer, then playing Reverend Mother is the way to get that to happen. But if we do that, we don't play our Guild Ambassador, so it's all kind of screwy. Hopefully Paul goes Interstellar and like takes Solari or something like that, because that's kind of what I need him to do. Nah. Yeah, okay. Tessia gets a Spice Must, or she gets a, yeah, she gets a Spice Must Flow. I don't see that she has a 10th point, so that's the plus side of all this. Trash or Spice Must Flow. I wonder if that bug is going to come up that prevents him from buying one now. That's pretty good. It's going to be hard to beat us in this combat. I mean, I'm sure Paul will end up going Highliner, but we have a lot to fight him with. We've taken 2 of the cities, so like, there's not as much ability for him to fight back. Playing River and Mother here is actually so bad, though, because we lose both Guild Accord, and we also lose the disposal facility. And we don't even play the Guild Ambassador's effect. Yeah, like, Paul doesn't have cities to deploy to. He really needs Highliner to get this to work. That being said, he's got 6 cards in hand. He has his diplomacy, I'm sure. Interesting. That takes him off of Highliner. So I wonder what his plan is here. Maybe he wants to draw into Gunthopter and BG Sister. He has 0 troops in garrison. He could just genuinely think he can't win it. Or maybe that next round is more important. Which, to be fair, it probably is. But with the Tessia in the game, I get nervous about the idea that there's going to be a next round. So, I mean, here it goes. Do we use Reverend Mother here? The alternative is Guild Ambassador to Tech Negotiation, get Spice. Paul could double guild, probably, though, also. If he steals our alliance and we do that play, we're kind of screwed. This ends up getting us 4 spice, though. Like, 2 from this, 2 from this. Sets us up much better for next round. I do think the game is going to go another round. But if Tessia gets a spice must flow, we're really going to regret this. Well, we could take the guild bump and just lock it in. I think we gotta take some risks. That also gives us selective breeding next round. And if we draw the guild ambassador, we can get points off of it. But we need spice. Paul has 2 actions, and he could still get Highliner by going to a desert space. But if he goes to a desert space, then he's not going double guild. He actually can't go double guild. So yeah, we're probably okay. Then we also have to consider if we get 2nd or 3rd in this combat, we get spice anyway. So maybe we should have played Reverend Mother. But I think having the disposal facility go off and having the spice is more important. I guess it just depends on what their big plays are. Ew, Interstellar. Oh god, he's gonna steal the alliance. I forgot about that. Damn it. It's more productive for him to go after other people, but I don't think he will. Yeah. Fuck. The good news is we have Highliner next round. Bad news is we don't have... we don't beat Tessia on priority to it. I should have taken the bump. I knew better than that. I knew better than that. We could get a flagship if we're going to end up with more spice than we need. Could do that surprise invasion ships too. Game's not over, but that was a big mistake. Okay. Maybe we trash the guild ambassador. I think Constance is better though. Man, what a screw up. Takes an engineer for a point. Good job, Armand. Yeah. Well, it was gonna happen. wonder if he still would have gone Highliner if I had taken that guild bump. Probably. He should... Now it's just a question of, like, who does he go up with, probably. He didn't commit that highly to this, actually. He's got 6 cards in hand, though, so we just kind of assume. Tessia didn't get a Spice Must Flow, even given that I didn't Reverend Mother her. So the decision not to Reverend Mother seems good, but the decision to not take Guild Influence seems disastrous. I could tie him, but I don't see the point in that. Let's just deny Tessia benefits. I really don't want her getting anything out of this. Well, the only good thing about having cannon dreadnoughts here, or cannon turrets here, is that the other people don't have cannon turrets. Funny enough. I could Interstellar for an opulence point. Doesn't seem like the smartest way of going about things, but yeah, well, I don't know. We're in a tight situation. Now we could actually infiltrate Highliner here, though, with the right draws. Nobody else can take Highliner from me, though. I wonder, though, if Invasion Ships is just better than Highliner. I think we can play this slow. We have 2 combat cards. If we could get Flagship... But yeah, I mean, the game's going to end this round probably, and I don't... Yeah, this is tough, because, like... Ideally, we win this combat and still have 4 spice left over, but that's just not going to happen. I don't think. Maybe. Signet Ring here. Buy invasion ships. We have 9 spice plus 1 reserve. Invasion ships cost 5. Yeah, maybe so. We end up giving Armand a spice for doing that, but whatever. The ability to infiltrate spaces is pretty good too. You get opulence to Emperor and get enough money to spend on this if we think we're going to win it. Nobody can go Highliner on me. I mean, honestly, I'm so far behind. This is rough. But when you have detonation devices, it's not too bad. Like, this combat could be a 4-point combat, but even if it's a 4-point combat, I still don't win the game. So, yeah, not the best. Our preference here, I think, is going Secrets with Drewsayer. We're not going to get a Spicemas flow, so Selective Breeding is not the play. Okay, well, that sucks. Web of Power is a pretty good card. I wonder what the value of Conspire is here. It definitely lets us get the point here, but we're better off spending it on Opulence, and we're not getting both of those points. We could fold space to Still Suits. Oh my god. Landing Rice is so good, dude. Maybe we are going Selective Breeding. Again, if we slow down, if we draw in a Reverend Mother, we can slow down the game. That's what I keep coming back to here. Weirdly enough, I think we might just discard our fold space. We also just infiltrate secrets. Okay, that's more spice on reveal. It's spice for next round with Guild Ambassador. It's also, you know, the thing that we need, right? Armand gets a Spice Must Float anyway, so we can't stop that. We get Opulence. Playing Opulence is a really good move here. With 9 cards in High Council, I mean, what does it matter? Like, if we make Paul discard 2 of them, we're not costing him a point. Reverend Mother to Selective Breeding is weird and probably not good. The Reverend Mother play hurts Tessia. So if we do this here, we end up with 6 Solari. I just really want to make Tessia discard. But Opulence is the smarter play. Especially when revealing for Reverend Mother is so good. 6 daggers. He actually only had 9 persuasion. So maybe Reverend Mother was the right play. He's going for the win. We just kind of screwed up by not taking that guild bump. We actually don't have the daggers to stop him. Armand beats him on tiebreaker, though. Oh wait, the game's not over. He can't. He can't. Oh, it is. But by buying that point, he loses himself the game. So he doesn't. That's kind of funny. Okay, well, we have a shot. I don't think it's good, but we have a shot. Infiltrate Highliner. Could buy a flagship. It's tough. We have too many ways to spend spice, and because we lost that alliance, we can't use the Guild Accord the way we want to. Now Paul goes to 10. Maybe I made a mistake in buying this Mimic Orders, but I just really just didn't want Tessia to have it. Oh, the Signet Ring is that good here. I guess we can get trading drones, but not what we want. We want to reveal this for sure. We want to get our second point with Emperor. Drew into the dagger again. Damn it. If we win this combat, we win 3 points. So it's not impossible that we could win this. But we really need to win the combat. I think our last two actions end up being wealth plus a spice space. Also, I don't think getting to 10 is enough. So I think we just lose. don't think Armand's going to take that basin. But I don't want to risk it either. So we can spend 3 of this spice, and I think we probably should. Or we could try looking into Reverend Mother. We don't have a BG card in play, so that's not the right call. Let's just, again, just focus on our win condition. We have 6 technologies. We're running neck and neck here. I've got a dagger and I've got 5 in hand. Yeah. Paul gets to 11, so it doesn't really matter. But we screwed up. If he had 1 fear point, we had 1 extra, I think this would have been a much better situation. That said, this is coming down to the wire on spice too, so. I think we will probably end up being last place. Now, if only we had opulence in hand. Six daggers. I think that's more than we can handle. That's more than we can handle. Damn it. Well, what can you do? Oh, I don't have the alliance. The spice is useless. I blundered this so hard. Just a lot of things, like missing the spy satellites too.